weekend. Oh, show. I want a weekend. Hold up, wait a minute. When I get your number, talk for a minute. Just wanna know how.
Hi people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Iona Williams, and if this is your first time on this channel, thank you so much for watching. And if you've been with me on this channel, thank you so very much for coming back. Thank you so much, guys. For those of you that have subscribed to this YouTube channel, I am so grateful. Then for you that is just seeing my face for the first time, please try and subscribe to my YouTube channel. For those of you that liked, that commented, thank you so much. I am so grateful. Today, guys, I'll be telling you a true life story about myself, basically my growing up, how my growing up was, and it's just a way of encouraging people do. So guys, let's start the story. Guys, I am here. I have my sister here with me, and we both will be telling you a story about how our growing up was. So guys, there are so many other things she didn't know, I didn't tell her before now, that she'll be hearing now today. So as you listen, I know you're going to pick some lessons from this. So let me allow her to introduce herself.
My name is Obiano June. I'm her elder sister. We're here today to encourage people. There is someone there who is going through what we have gone through, or who has gone through it. We are here to encourage you, to let you know that no condition is permanent.
Exactly.
That whatever you are going through, everything, it will come to an end one day. And to let you know that you will come out strong, you will overcome. That's why we're here today.
Okay, let me start by saying she's not just a sister to me. She has been there for me since I was small, like 11-10 years or thereabouts. Since even before then, since our parents died, let me put it that way. So I just want her to be part of this story. That was why I actually invited her over. So today, guys, please just listen. I know definitely you're going to pick something. You're going to pick a lot. So let me start the story. We grew up. Okay. Okay.
The reason why she's saying I'm like a mom to her, she was 9 months when our mommy died, and I was 7 years old. Imagine a child being a mother to a child. You know, when our parents died, they felt that we are too young. So what they did was to put us in different homes. They felt that since she's a child, it would be better for her to grow up with a grandma. While me, they felt that I'm big enough to serve in another home. Me, I was serving from one home to the other because they felt I'm big and truly I could walk. So all this while, her journey began when she had reached 9-10. That was when she knew that her mommy was no more. In that 9-10, what you don't imagine, what you could not imagine, was what they are going through. Not only her, my immediate younger sister, but her own was hard, because she felt that, you know, for a child of 9 years, when her mother died, she felt that this is her mother. But for those person, for that person you believe in so much to disappoint you, you know it will break you.
Exactly.
That was what really happened to her. We were strong. We know that, yes, our mother is no more, because my aunties used to tell me, your mother is no more, so whatever you see, take it that way. But it was not done on her too, that her mother was gone, until
until I came to realization. I came to realization that I'm actually living alone. Now, why I said living alone was that my sister was quite far. She and the one that seniored me direct, they were quite far. I couldn't even, she wasn't having phone for me to even call her. Okay, even if she had phone then, I wasn't having. So there was no way I can communicate with any of them. I lived in the house I was living like a slave. I was the one that would do the whole chores in the house there. I was the one that would be in the kitchen. I'll still be the one that would cook. Then at the end, last, I'll still be the one that they will give. What will I call? Let me not call it spoiled food. Let me just call it, I don't know the name to call the food. I don't know how to describe the food. But this food I'm talking about is when you're done serving your children, the remaining one in the pot, she will then pour water inside and put garri. That is where I'll eat from. Even whenever she come around, that is still the same food she will eat. A lot happened, a lot. I kept suffering. She was treating me, I mean my granny, she was treating me as if I was a slave in that house. I was actually the only one she was treating that way. Not she was loving other of her grannies, her grandchildren.
Do you know why? Because their parents are alive, and once in a while they will come over with gifts. Yes, they will come to say thank you. Yes, but yours was nobody was coming. Nobody was coming. So whatever they do to you, yes, nobody's going to talk.
So a lot kept happening, but the one that happened that made me almost lose hope was when a lot happened. Even when we were at First Act. I think I was, before we moved down to where we finally moved down to, I remember I was sick. No, not even sick. We were in the church. They were building the church. So, you know, children now were packing sand upstairs. And I fell and hit my leg at the edge of the step. So, before you know, 1 day, 2 days, the thing said, you know, injury that they didn't take care of, they're getting worse. And all that, and all they could do, she could do. Why I said she was staying with her children as well, grown-up children.
Your aunties.
Yes, my aunties. All they could do was, what happened to you? I said I fell down, and that was it all. They didn't take care of me. They didn't nurture the wound. They didn't treat me. They didn't even say, okay, take paracetamol. There was nothing like that. I kept living in pain. I kept bearing it. The days I'll cry midnight, that would be the days the pains would be so severe, and I'll cry. The days it will relieve me. Even in that my pain, I was still washing clothes. I was still cleaning. I was still scrubbing. I was still cooking. I'll be the one that will wash her children's clothes. I'll be the one that will mop. I'll be the one that will cook. Then I'll still be the one that will eat chaff. Let me call it chaff. I'll still be the one that will eat leftover. So it kept on like that. Okay, with that injury now, there was nobody that was there to take care of me. And I was praying, God, just bring my sister. And all of a sudden, she came. This injury I'm even talking about got to a stage and it's there smelling. It was gushing out water, water injury that they didn't take care of.
Your leg was getting rotten.
So I kind of, when she came, she was like, what is wrong with you? And all that. Nobody called her. I didn't even know she was coming. Nobody in the house knew she was actually coming. She just came and she saw me. She was crying. She took me to hospital. When she took me to the hospital, that was how the doctors were now like, this leg, has rotted.
No.
There's nothing.
We went to 3 different
hospitals. You know, you that will remember everything.
3 different hospitals. They said the leg is bad, that there is nothing they could do than to amputate the leg.
Yes, exactly.
So the first, you know, hospital you go today, you come tomorrow, and these hospitals are private.
Yes, private hospitals.
So the last one we went was that 21 road.
Yes.
By Anglican Church.
Yeah.
So the doctor told us that there is nothing they can do about that. The leg is bad, they need to amputate. You know, in that condition, I look up, nobody to talk to. Exactly. Even if they were amputated, they still need money.
Yes,
and we don't have that. I don't have that kind of money.
Even if that it was that bad.
And my sister was not working. I will carry her on my back from downstairs to upstairs, 3-story building, and bring her down. Yeah. Just like that. You know, 2 children. Now, the final day they told us that the leg, they have to amputate it. The last hospital, we should look for money. There is no hope, nobody to talk to, nobody to call. We were at the middle of the road, by the corner, crying.
Yeah.
I was saying, how can I have a sister with one leg? How can she be alive and they will bury one leg different? You know, in that state where we are crying, where we have no hope, all hope is gone.
No, even to go home, we're even like...
So, there, God just sent a woman. She said she was working in Lut. Then she now saw 2 children crying by the roadside. She stopped. She was wearing her uniform. She said, what is it? We told her. I told her, I said, see my sister's leg. That the doctor said that they will amputate her leg. That nothing to do again. Even the money to cut off the leg, because she was in serious pain, we don't have. So the woman looked at us with pity. She gave us her house address. She said we should come the next day. No, that same day evening.
Okay.
So we that evening now went back again.
Back, you know,
carried her
all through
to the place. You know, somebody who is in pain, that the leg is bad, and you know you have to walk gentle. You don't run. Even if her leg is coming down, you have to carry her gently to bring her up. So that was how we went to the woman's place. She gave us, she gave you injection.
Yes.
She wrote one drug that one then was 30 naira.
Yes.
And she said we have to buy it for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
How we'll get it, that's not my business, but all I want is for my sister's leg to be okay. She wrote some things and she gave us money.
Yes.
So we bought what we can buy with that money. That was how God did it.
That was how God, yeah. Because immediately as they're using it, the injury is there covering. It's there covering
and
the flesh there covering, and the pain,
the swelling was coming down.
It was hell. It was hell. The pains alone.
Then you remember when you were sick for 2 weeks, your whole body was.
That one was. I was living with my granny, like I said before, and I was living like a slave. I had chicken pox. Chicken pox. I didn't even know. I just noticed that something was coming out of my body. I just noticed, and once the water is like boil, once the water touches another place, once it opens up and the water touches another place, it will start growing again from that place. And I couldn't sleep, most especially at night. I could not sleep. I would always cry. I would always cry. I would always cry. Sometimes I remember I would be crying. I would be shouting, "Mommy, Mommy, Sister Rachel," in the night. All of a sudden, she appeared again, just the way she's always coming. She's always coming when I'm in need of her, as in madly in need of her. When I cannot even help myself, that is when I don't know how it happens. She came again and she saw me. She called me. She said, "What is it? Why are you lying down on the floor?" I said, "See, no." When she saw me, she said, "What is it? What is this all over your body?" I said, "I don't know." She said, "Since how long now?" I said, 2 weeks. Say 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and these people did not take you to hospital immediately. Stand up. I stood up. She carried me to hospital. We got there. They gave us some drugs and all that. Then we came back to the house. These people, my so-called grandmother, did not even ask Okay, how much? Oh, what is it that is doing her? What did they say that is doing her? How is she doing? Or hope she's fine. And she didn't ask me any question. How are you feeling? Are you having headache? Or is the body still itching you? She no question. She was just looking at me as in normal. Then when she finally left, when my sister finally left, she stayed back. I think she stayed like a week. The thing became, to that time we went to meet one other of our uncle.
Yes,
now
I
went
took you to Lagos Island.
So, and God helped us. We passed through that phase. So she didn't ask. She wasn't just there. She was not just concerned. She was just, her wickedness was just towards us alone, not to other of her children. Why? She was pampering those ones. She was pampering them. She was showing them love, so much love. I remember one time like that, we had me and John, one other of my will I call her cousin? Yeah. Cousin. She too, my mom's was her mother's elder sister. So I remember one time like that, we're preparing. I think she was preparing to go to school because I wasn't going to school. She was the one that they were sending to school. So Granny kept her money on top of on the table. There's one particular chair she liked sitting, so she kept the money. The table is close to the chair. She kept her money there. Me, it was my turn to sweep the sitting room. Then that was like, if I might sweep the sitting room like maybe a week, Joan will sweep throughout a week. Joan will sweep once a week, but the rest of the week I'll be the one that will be doing the whole work in the house. So that day she swept like yesterday. It was my turn to start to resume work again. So I swept and I left. She came to the sitting room and she took the money.
Joan.
Yes, Joan. She took the money from there and she hid the money. So me, I didn't even see any money. I wasn't aware if there was any money there. I just cleaned up and I left. She rushed to the bedroom. She went to dress up. So Granny came out and she was looking for her money. And she was like, come, you were the one that swept this place. Where's the money I kept here? I said I didn't see any money. I only came and swept before she knew. And then you know what she used to use and flog me? Wire. You know wire now, this big wire. She's there flogging me. I said I was not the one. I didn't even see money. This woman beat. The next day she babbed. That same day she babbed my head. She didn't even wait for Joan to come back for her to ask Joan. She dealt with me. She babbed my hair. So, and as she's babbing, will I say scraping the hair?
With
you know, she won't with razor. You know, she won't be careful because she wants to deal with you. She won't be careful. So, if anything is happening to your scalp, there, your skin is not even her business. So, she was like peeling my scalp at the same time. My scalp at the same time. So I had injuries, so many cuts on my head. Joan came back. They asked Joan. Joan said she was not the one. But do you know I actually saw Joan putting money in her stockings that same day, that same morning. I saw Joan putting money in her stocking. I said, Joan, who gave you money? She said it's her money. So I wasn't is it bold enough or smart enough to say I saw Joan putting money in her stockings. So when they asked Joan, she said no, that she's not the one. She did not even see money. They should ask me that she saw me. She be I'm the one that swept the sitting room. So I should be the one that took the money. I cried and cried and cried. You know when you beat a child for what that child did not know, and the child is trying to make you believe him or her, and you kept beating the child. I cried my eyes out. And I didn't ask Joan. So many things happened. So many. Or is it when she will ask me to go and fetch water downstairs? We don't have water. Joan will be in the house. I will come up. They have this big drum. I'll be the one that will go downstairs. How many times? Until that tank is full, I won't relax. Until that tank is filled up, I won't eat. I went through so many things in that house. I went through so many things. I was the one that will do the whole work. I'll still be the one that they will beat the more. I'll still be the one that they will lie against. She said so many things that I can't even. Sometimes she threatened me. She will be like, Justina, my daughter is dead. So you just have only me. As in, she was telling me, it's only me you have. So whatever I tell you to do, that is what you will do. If not, I'll throw you out. If not, I'll throw you out. And I always have that thing in my mind. If you throw me out, it will be better for me. If you throw me out, it will be better for me. I always have that thing in mind. If you throw me out, will it not be better for me? I'll go and look for my sister. I was telling you this morning that there was a time I came to Ikeja to look for you.
Yeah.
I just had you stay at Ikeja. Ikeja was now talking to my brain. I entered road though. I remember it was your friend that gave me the money. Auntie Rose, she gave me money. She said, this one you're going to look for your sister. Do you know where she stays? I said, yes, she stays at Ikeja. Where in Ikeja? I said, when I get to Ikeja, I'll know the place. I enter road. I go to Computer Village. Sure, that's the name now.
Yes.
I got to Computer Village. That was where the last bus I entered dropped me. I was at that junction. I look left, I look right. Where will I go from? I saw one woman. I told the woman that, please, Oda, my sister is staying at Ikeja. I came here to look for my sister, and that I don't know where she stays. Say, what do your sister do? I say, for now, I don't know what she's doing, but I know she stays at Ikeja. Okay, where in Ikeja? I don't know. I was looking at her. Okay, how will I help you now? Describe your sister for me. I described her. She said, this girl cannot help you. Where in the, okay, this is Ikeja, and this place you're standing is where they used to sell phone, repair phone. It's called so name. So if this is where she stays, that means you can still be asking maybe house to house, but she might not be staying here. The woman say, okay, sorry, I cannot help you. I asked like 2 people, 3 people. Nobody knows where I was staying. At the same time, I was thinking of my tea fare back home. I wasn't having enough money with me. But when I left the house, I was so desperate just to leave the house. And somehow, because I was so novice, or so is it novice? Naive, okay. Because I was so naive, I was just like, okay, when I get to Ikeja, I must see my sister. All your mind was that Ikeja is a small place.
Yes. You get there, you see your sister.
That once I describe her, somebody will tell me where she's staying. And she wasn't having phone, so how will I even call her? So I was stranded somehow. I was having money, but the money I was having, the change I was having, would not even bring me back. Won't even take me to my destination. So I was just stranded. So I saw a man. I stopped the man. I said, good afternoon, good evening, sir. Because then I noticed it was getting dark. After I've stood at the bus stop for hours, I stopped the man. I approached the man. I was like, please, sir, I'm stranded. I came to look for my sister here, but I didn't see her. I said, call her, and I said she does not have phone. Okay, where is your sister? Where particular did she stay? Where in particular is she living? I said, I don't know, but I just know it's Ikeja she stays. So the man now told me, what do you want me to do for you? Asked me what me wanted him to do. I said, okay, that I've been here for long. I'm not getting where she stays. As in, I'm not getting to her. I can't find her where she stays. So the man then said, okay, you want to go home? I said, yes. I don't know if you can help me with little money to go home. It's okay. Where are you going to? Then we've moved from First Start to Shibiri, Alaba International. So he then said, okay, come, let's go. That's where you're going to is where I'm going to. It's still the same place. So that was how this man took me, paid my tea fare to towards Alaba. Got there. When we got there, now paid another tea fare for me and said, okay, be going. Next time when you're going to a place, make sure you're 100% of where you're going to. You're 100% of sure of where you're going to, so that you won't go standing and asking people questions. That this Lagos is big, even Ikeja as a whole is as well big, so you should be careful and all that. So I said, okay, thank you so much. I really appreciated the man, and I left. So I calculated a lot. Now, looking at the past stories, this very story we're talking about, I kind of somehow I try using it to compare now. A child that was maltreated, a child that wasn't, they didn't show love to, a child that they were treating as if you were nobody, you know. And those one they actually pampered. If I look at my life today, I find out that I'm actually better than them. Better than them, all of them, all. I'm actually better than them. I am happy. When you say happy, I am so happy. But them, I don't think they are happy.
Can I ask you a question? In all these things you went through, what did you learn from it?
Okay, I learned a lot though. I learned not to be wicked. I find out I don't dish out wickedness. I still have that heart, as in that soft heart for people. I don't, and it also teach me to give. It's also in my little way. I don't have much, but I know I give.
Try to reach
yes.
out to people you
I
think that
I know
need.
I don't dish out wickedness because I was trained with wickedness. I don't know how to say it. I was brought up with someone that dealt with me. Then so many things. I noticed I am like hardworking. Let me say that, because this woman is someone that used me from morning till night. So as it is now, I don't see house chores as anything. Okay. It's something I can do and be happy with it.
Then another one again. Deep down, have you forgiven them?
Yes, I have forgiven her. Or will I say them?
Them, because
now,
your aunties were there.
How I noticed I've forgiven them was, each time I remember, I don't cry. I don't feel that pain in my heart. And because then that it was still like fresh, even when I left them, then that it was still fresh. If I remember, my heart will skip. Like, I'll be shocked. I was always so scared that she's coming to take me, she's coming to take me. I was always scared. If I see someone that looked like her, I will be like, my heart will just jump. I was always scared then. At the same time, always crying. And then I was always on my own. I hardly talk. You know that shock. I hardly talk. I hardly communicate with friends. I don't even have friends then. I'll always be on my own. And so how I knew I have forgiven her or them was that if I remember what I went through, I don't feel that pain anymore.
You don't.
And that fear there is no more. That fear that was there before wasn't there. It's not there again. The fear that time was something else. So now, as it is now, I am not scared of anything again. Right. I've grown. I've passed that stage. So then, what else? I learned so many things.
Another one again. You say you have forgiven her.
Yeah.
You don't think about those things again. You know, after going through all this, if I ask you now, with all this, how is life with you now? Or should I say, with all this, did it make you a better person?
Definitely. It made me a better person. It really made me a better person, that in a sense that I can stand anywhere. I can stand anywhere when we are okay, let me say, to my friends, I try not to betray anybody. I try as much as possible not to betray anybody.
Okay.
I tell you what I want to tell you because I want you to know. If I'm not telling you anything, I'm not telling you anything. I try as much as possible not to step on anybody's toes.
Really?
Exactly. I try as much as possible not to step on anybody's toes, not to look down on people, not to talk down on people, you know, not to dish out wickedness because I was once treated that way.
All right. You know, this story, if we continue today,
Exactly.
Because as you are talking, I'm even feeling oh, I should
Yes.
have done this, but I didn't do it.
No, you
No,
came through
then
now. You really came through when I needed you the
one,
most.
Another one. They have lived their life.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, every of their mistake, you see it as an opportunity to raise somebody.
Exactly.
You know, our talk today is not because we want to talk. It's just to encourage somebody.
People.
It's to let you know that this story is not far. This is a grandmother, a woman that gave birth to my mother. She's telling her own. Edith, my younger sister's own, is still there. If she tell her own today, people will cry.
Exactly.
Me that you are talking about today, the same thing. You know, in this place where we came from, they feel that a child that did not have parents is a
he's not even he's not going to even make it in life. That is what.
In everything that we went through today, I really appreciate God. In everything, for them not to take our life. Today,
that's the most important one.
If they had taken our life, we would not be here to tell this. But for them to do everything they did, they were doing it to punish us. They did it to
build us. Yeah,
up.
that is one of the things again.
So
they really trained us to be strong.
When you remember what you go through, when I remember what I go through, when I see people that are into that situation, I tell them, you can make it.
Yeah, you can.
If I can make it, if a child of 9 months old child, when her mother died, I'm 7, I'm not the first. I have elder sister, elder brother. I'm 7, you are 9 months, and today we are here to tell people that whatever happened, no condition is permanent.
At all. No condition is permanent.
Whatever you are going through, have it in mind. I remember that time when they are beating me, I will always say, when I grow up, they won't see me to beat.
And that is just it.
That has been in my mind. And today, sometimes I'll look at it, I'll say, can they ever beat me? They don't even talk to me.
They can't.
They don't.
They can't.
So in everything, in conclusion of what we are doing today,
just being to encourage and knowing that in every situation we should as well be grateful.
Yeah.
Because even in that situation we were then, at least we had a roof. We had a roof then. There's this our story might be like
a child's play,
like peanuts to where other people's story. Sure. You can't, when you tell your own story, other people will say, this people's story is worse than mine, or this person's story, or my own story is even worse than this person's story. You just try and compare, but altogether, what we're trying to say is no condition is permanent. You can get out of that situation you are. You can. I know when you're facing challenges, normal, you feel, when will it end? It can end, and it's actually building you. That is what I noticed in my own self. I noticed that training built me. It made me strong. It made me a better person. That was why I said I am better than those ones that they were pampered, that she was pampering them. I am stronger than them. I am wiser than them. This one is not as if I know wisdom comes from God, but there's no how you start lying to yourself when you see someone that you're stronger than, or someone that you're better than. Some parents make this mistake that they will pamper their own children and use another person's child as a slave. You don't know you're actually building that person's child.
Sure.
And you're spoiling your own. You're killing your own child.
Sure.
So that is just it. That was why I said I'm kind of better than them by God's grace. So we are just here to, as we said before, just to boost. Let me use that word, to boost people, to encourage people, to tell you that all is well.
If we can go through it,
you can make it
here,
you can make it. Whatever you're going through today is not going to last forever.
Sure.
It's not going to, it's just for a while. If any of you you've lost parents, you should understand us the more. What we are telling you, the story we are telling you, you should know that at least you've worn that shoe, or you are wearing that shoe. So that is just how life is. It's if the situations of life or the challenges of life can only, if it does not break you or it does not kill you, it will make you. It will make you. That is just it. And it can only make you when you're strong. It can only make you when you're strong. Yes, because some people will actually go through this. There are some people that has gone through this and they didn't come out. They won't come out a better person tomorrow. They will use that what they are going through
as an excuse.
Yes, to fail themselves. Exactly. As an excuse to disappoint themselves. Let me not even say disappointing people around them. To disappoint themselves. They will give up on themselves. So guys, this will be the end of this video,
the talk
or the story. This will be the end of it, and I know as time goes on, I'll be telling you guys another sweet story. I know. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so very much. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and as well hit that notification bell and get notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for listening to our little story here. Thank you so much. For those of you that are subscribed, I am so grateful. Thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel. You don't know what you're doing to me. You're actually telling me, right on, I'm with you, you can do it. Thank you so much once again. So till we see in my next video. Thank you. Bye for now.